Hey, what's up, group? Hey, happy Friday to everybody. Just want to jump on here, end of the week, and do a little quick check-in on the new program. Give you few little updates on what's happening down the road, maybe in the next couple weeks, hopefully, and just kind of check in, see if there's any questions. So we just started our 2026 Express plan on Monday. You know, if you're just joining this channel, I've tried to upload some videos just for the general populace. But if you want to do an express plan, you can join now. It's $2.99 is all it is. So $3 basically for the month. Cancel anytime. Just click the join button. You can jump in, and it's just a way of me of training people from afar, distance coaching, or maybe you need some extra workouts to fill in the gap. I got a lot of my personal training clients that's actually doing this. Just it's worth the $3. So jump in with us if you want to test it out. I think you really enjoy it. We just did Express 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm filming 4, 5, and 6 for next week. And then what we'll do is we'll repeat that on the back half of the month. We'll do Express 1, 2, 3 for week 3, 4, 5, 6 for week 4 of the month. And anyway, I think you guys really like it. They're all 10-minute workouts. Got some good feedback so far. I'm actually taking a lot of my personal training clients here at the gym through the plan, and they're enjoying it. Plus, it's like, I do either 30 or 60-minute sessions, depending on the client. But, these are all, I plan these to be just 10-minute workouts. The true express version of fitness, So, anyway, I think you really enjoy it. I want to jump on here, see if there's any questions from anybody. Two other things. And I want to hit up faith, fitness, and, physical culture, basically I'll call it. One, from let me jump back into the fitness part of this. So there's two different membership tiers. All right, there's a basic member, then there's the VIP, and down the road there'll be basically what I'm going to have just for people that want more coaching, more direct online coaching, FaceTime, things like that. Kind of a top tier program for people. I mean, if I had to differentiate it, I'd say the Express, which again, $2.99 a month, is just for the people that want fast workouts. They're busy, their life's on the go. They don't have a lot of time to, they can really just get in 3 10-minute workouts a week. That's it. And I've tried to strip it down to its bare basics. And I think for the busy individual, the busy man, the busy woman, that's perfect. You can do that. If you want something a little bit more on the muscle gain side, I've got another plan coming that's going to be bulletproof bodybuilding. So you got 2 different plans you can follow, but I will say the bulletproof bodybuilding is really for the people who have a little bit more time on their hands. So if you're busy, Express. If you have more time to dedicate to your health, diet, those kind of things, then you can do the bulletproof bodybuilding, because with that I'm going to have with that program, and that's going to be VIP only. So there's the basic, there's the VIP, but with that I'm going to have all the Express workouts for the VIPs, plus a monthly diet program, plus a monthly walk, jog, run program, and a monthly mobility routine. So I want to kind of be all-encompassing for that, and it takes more time. And again, not everybody has time to invest into fitness. If you're really busy, you're just getting started, the true beginner, Express is the way to go. So that's it for $2.99. The other thing I want to touch on is, this is a faith and fitness channel. I got to get into the faith part, right? So that's part of it. By the way, you guys that are jumping on here, if you have any questions, hey, is it Denise? I think that's what it is. How are you, Denise? Yeah. It didn't show me your name; just shows me your handle. So I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, there is going to be a faith aspect to this. I want to hit both sides of the spectrum, right? I want really good fitness, really good faith application. So I've got some stuff I'm working on this weekend in terms of I'd like to get into set a goal, a quarterly goal in terms of like true Bible study, and think of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and I'm planning all this out. I hope to have that within the next week, and we could do something for Q1 that will be in parallel with what we're doing in Q1 of fitness. Q1 fitness is back to the basics. That's what I'm doing. We're stripping down. We're doing the basics of core training with some of the body workouts. We're doing the basics of dumbbell training. So I'm trying to lay all this out in a way that January every year, if you're with me, you know this. It's a back to the basics. Everybody, you're never beyond the basics. Some of you have been doing hollow body hold progression with me for years, probably 5 to 10 years. Some of you guys, you're never beyond going back and saying, can I just do a 1 minute hollow body hold and master breathing with flawless form? Even the most advanced people can go back to that. So play a video game. Okay? Anyway, the comments are cracking me up here. So anyway, that's kind of the overall big picture. All right, so Express is going to be on the playlist. Some of you guys have talked about that. Every month, there'll be 6 new workouts that you'll get. And not to be too confusing here, but the odd number workouts, Express 1, Express 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, they're all going to be body weight based. The even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, as we go throughout the year, are going to be equipment based. I want to be able to give you something if you have 0 equipment, so there's no excuses, and something if you have dumbbells and kettlebells. And the big thing, what we did this week was Express 1 and Express 3 and Express 5 are all going to be a body weight plan. You'll have, after the first 2 weeks, you'll have a 3 workout progression that you can use for the rest of your life. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced versions of all core exercises that we're kind of building our platform on. Okay, so we'll do that. If you did Express 1, it was kind of like more of the, beginner versions. Today's workout Friday, Express 3. Be sure to check out the post tab, by the way. I got to do better at that. But shattered your tibia? Any advice? The bone ain't growing back. Okay, so I would like to know, I don't know the reason why it's having trouble growing back, unless it's just, you'd have to see what your doctor is. I mean, there's some things you can do in terms of developing bone density, but I'm not sure that's exactly what you're asking about. In terms of just, rehabbing that, you got to first get, mobility back in to your lower leg, your lower limbs. Mobility first, and then I would start on some light resistance training. And light resistance can be just hooking a band around your leg and applying that resistance. That's typically what a physical therapist would do. They, they'll do your table exercises, and then you start doing some assisted standing. I don't know if you can do any weight bearing right now. You'd have to start from there. I would do the table work first. Just take the band. I've got one right here. And this is before you even bear weight on it. You would just slip this around, okay? And first begin like this. I don't know if it makes sense, but you can start to apply some light resistance to it. And then do it for 60 seconds. Does it hurt, yes or no? If you feel some pain in that, then we're definitely not ready for weight bearing. But if it's a bone growth issue, you have to see your doctor about that. I'm not sure what that would be all about. And let's see here. Okay, any other questions on the Express plan? I mean, that's weight bearing ain't started yet. I always had trouble. Okay, so, all right. Question is about not being able to digest protein or calcium. I'll start with protein first. So usually the most accessible for digestion is liquid protein. Obviously, meat, fish, chicken, turkey, those things are harder on your digestive. I would start with some liquid protein first. And there's so many options out there for that. I use ProGrade, but find something you can kind of that's a little bit more accessible in terms of like just a liquid form. I'd start with that. Calcium, we're talking about supplementation. Is that I'm not sure if that's what you're asking about. Shane, I don't know if that helps there. Haven't started the weight bearing yet. Yeah, I'd start with some table exercises. I guess you're on probably crutches, or you may even still be in a brace. But yeah, the protein, I would start with like liquid form there. Any other questions on the express plan? This weekend, you can go back and review any of the workouts we've done. By the way, we haven't started this yet. Give you something we're going to start down the road. There's the not the kettlebell swing, but the Jingle Bell Challenge that we did in December. That now becomes your off-day cardio plan. You can do it. And they're 10 minutes also. So you can do more of the core and strength building on Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the Express program. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, should you choose to, you've got a 10-minute cardio plan, which is 10 minutes of kettlebell swings. And we went through all that. You can check that. It's in the playlist Jingle Bell Challenge. It's essentially like 14 days of 10-minute workouts, all kettlebell swings. But that fits nicely in with the Express program, which again, we're building kind of our stamina, conditioning, and core strength in this first 2 weeks and all. Well, George, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Me and the missus love your content. Keep it up. I'd love to know kind of what content that you really enjoy the most. I'm trying to. I was a little bit, optimistic about trying to put out more Bible study programs plus fitness at the same time, and put by the way, a bodybuilding plan. So I'm learning. I'm having to simplify. I want to come out of the gate January 1 with a ton of content. It's like I also have a full-time job. That's my problem. I have a full-time personal training schedule. I'm actually maxed out. I was going to have like 8 good personal training clients, and I'm up to I think like 18. And I'm starting with another one today. So it's a good problem to have, but I don't have as much time to the channel as. Sorry, but he said, Mrs. Yeah, I think I got that. Okay, Shane, I don't use a walker. It hurts my underarms. Yeah, that makes sense. I use a walker. I hop around. So Shane, are you doing any physical therapy? Like right now, are you in some type of rehab program? I would think maybe like your doctor would outline something for you. Fitness and Bible can't go wrong with that. I agree. And I hope to do a better job with that. By the way, did you the Fitness and Bible? Do you have a Bible plan you're doing for the year? Have you got something going on right now? I'd love to hear that. I do, by the way, and here's something I would love to do if I could get the time to do it. I started in 2018. I've shared this before, but I started in 2018. I really had never really read the Bible, and I started doing a chronological reading of it in 2018. So I read through the entire Bible in chronological order, which is fascinating to me. I love it. And I repeated in 2019, 2021, and I'm going back through it again this year too. And that typically is my daily plan, but then it's not in depth, right? Like it's just a daily reading plan. It's good because to me, it's like the surface level of scripture. You get to run through the whole, but it gives you a big picture of it. But then there is a place to take a topic or a chapter or a book and go a little bit deeper with it. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I started this, I've got kind of the Revelation series. I've got some up. I've got 2 more ready to be uploaded. I got to finish that up, but I'd like to do Revelation and come back and do Genesis and then start to build in between. Yeah, Bible and fitness. You speak in my love language. Hey, any other questions, guys? Shane, I don't know if I helped you at all, man. I understand about the crutches hurting. You can't do any weight bearing, but um, man, I mean, I'm hoping your doctor's got you on some type of physical therapy. Otherwise, we gotta get back to being able to at least walk. Sorry, I had a phone call come through. Well, I've got to get off here, fellas and ladies. So if there's no other questions, by the way, if you have questions, you can keep sending them in, and I'll get back to you. I'll answer each of you guys. But I appreciate you jumping on here. Enjoy the Express Plan. I'm going to be giving out what's the best health advice you can offer. That is a great question. All right. So this may take me 2 minutes to explain, but this is kind of like my wheelhouse. All right. First off, are we talking health or are we talking fitness? So, two different things. I use the analogy. There are Olympic level athletes that are fast and strong that have pancreatic cancer or hypertension. They're super fit, but inside, the engine inside, they got some problems. So they're not necessarily the healthiest individual. They're just strong and fast. Then you have people who really optimize their health. I mean, their diet's on point, great blood work, all the metrics check out, but they're not necessarily fit. They can't run a 5K or bench press their body weight or whatever metrics you want to put for fitness. So there is two different differences between fitness and health. And we want both, but when you say what's the best health advice, I would say I'll go with the health first before the fitness. And I would start with getting an annual, check of your blood. Like that ultimately is like, it's the oil check. It really is. Like you can't hide anything. You can be strong. You can be, 5% body fat. But, when they examine you, you can find some things that even the fittest individual has. I mean, there's people,